Hello, everyone. This is my submission for week 3 discussion questions. I would like to start with question number 1. How would you define your personal faith or spirituality? It, this is happening at a very unique time of my life. I have been, it's been a lot, it's been very eventful. The last few months have been very eventful for myself, especially for um, my family in general. We've been going through a lot, so for me to define faith and spirituality at the moment, it's a little tough. I would say that if I would have to choose between, being a spiritual person or picking a certain religion, I definitely think that I would have to go with being spiritual. Um, I definitely have tried very hard to trying to appreciate um, the soul, not just mine, but in general. Um, so to move as far away as possible from material things and from the state of mind where material things are very important. So one thing that the last, I would say maybe since the semester began and once I kind of saw what the class was going to be about, um, one of the things that I did is that I started thinking more about the um, Asian religions, or maybe I should say an Asian mindset, such as Buddhists, because Buddhism is not really a religion, um, but yeah, Buddhism, or been following a lot the Dalai Lama, and got like a couple of books just to kind of get to know what he stands for a lot better. So that's kind of where I stand with that. It's kind of hard for me right now to define my faith at the moment. A lot has happened, and I've been going through all that. Being angry at God and if there is a God and things like that. Um, is this something that is important to me? Absolutely, it is very important to me, and I would be lying if I didn't admit that I would feel the absence of it very much if I didn't have something to follow, or to aim for or to believe in. So it absolutely is very important to me to um, have faith, or to be spiritual. Is my faith or spirituality a way for me to practice self-care? It really is. It really is, because I tend to um, keep things inside, and that is basically how I go through tough times. So being spiritual and getting out there is definitely a way for me to take care of myself. Being spiritual means to be humble. Any religion or any type of belief, one thing they have in common, one of the many things they have in common, is being humble. And I think that being humble is um, um, something that is, maybe it's not that I need to work on, but just accepting help and being able to accept the help, and being able to understand that um, accepting that help doesn't mean that I'm failing or anything like that. So um, has my faith or spirituality ever been a detriment, or to self-care? um, At a time it was. I was a member of the LDS Church for a while, and yes, I can very safely say that while I was a member, there were times where yeah, I went through um, moments where I was questioning my faith, and I was open about it, and that led to people judging me, and that led to friends, not texting back, not giving callbacks, um, and so I did go through a little bit of a stressful time back then. However, I have made my decision a long time ago, and I've moved on from that specific religion. Um, but it can be. I think that faith, if it is off balance, it can definitely be detrimental to someone's well-being. Now, this was when it got interesting. What do I think of meditation? Uh, meditation is very foreign to me as a concept. I had never done anything close to meditation, um, before this assignment. So I was kind of excited, and I kind of didn't really know what to think about, what was going to happen, didn't know what to expect. So yeah, um, I've never done it. Well, I mean, I did it for this assignment. I actually did. Professor Campbell shared a few videos with us, and I went with a powerful 10-minute guided meditation video. So um, I did choose that one to follow. Um, let's see. One thing that I realized is I have been missing out for sure. I have for sure been missing out. I did it the first time, and my mind wasn't clear enough. I had a really hard time just kind of uh, clearing my mind and really focusing on the meditation and just relaxing. So I had to restart it. Actually, the third time was the charm for me. And with all of these, trying to um, get to know more the Oriental, the Asian um, mindsets when it comes to self care and religion or faiths. Um, I think that they go very well together. I mean, what do Buddhist monks do a lot? They meditate uh, besides praying and things like that. So I can honestly say that I've been missing out for sure. So I'm looking forward to explore it even more. And maybe I had a thought of even just doing more research about, the Buddhism and how they practice meditation. So I was very grateful that this assignment kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone, because I honestly don't think I would have ever done it if I wasn't required to do it. The way that I responded to it after the first couple of times that it didn't really go very well. The third time, I'm going to be honest with you, it went awesome. It really helped me relax. It really helped me um, just kind of push all whatever stressors or whatever stressful thoughts I had been struggling with for those 10 minutes that I followed the video. It was very, very helpful to me. I felt more relaxed. Even my breathing, that's what I noticed for sure, is that once I was done, my breathing was just very regular. When you're stressed and you're kind of running around, not just physically, but even mentally, your thoughts are a little bit everywhere. If you notice your breathing is um, not regular at all, but my breathing was very slow, very calm, and um, I hadn't felt that way, in a while. Um, so I am definitely looking forward to use that as a self care myself. Let's see. Now, one quote um, for question number 4 that says to share something that ties with my spirituality. One thing that has stuck with me is how Buddhism says that the only true religion is to take care of all living creatures on this planet, to take care of all of them, and that of course includes myself. Of course, it does include myself. Um, but the more I explore that religion, um, the more I understand that I have a lot of work to do, because growing up in Europe and then coming here in the States, I don't think I just haven't had any much exposure to that culture, to that type of mindset. Um, so it is definitely something that I'm going to try and follow. What I liked about it was the simplicity of it. It really was, and it encompasses everything. It doesn't just focus on one specific, just members of the church or of this specific church. We're here to help each other, or congregations. No, just the simplicity of it and how it is so inclusive when it says the only true religion is for you to take care of every living creature on this planet. So I am really looking forward to start practicing that and making meditation constant part of my weeks starting from now on. Um, Question number 5 is, what are the 2 activities that I have chosen, from the Padlet to do for 2 hours? Well, one of them is meditation. So I haven't done an hour or 2 hours yet of that, but believe me, between now and next week, I'll definitely have at least that because it was extremely helpful to me. Something else that I chose was, I just kept thinking and about what can I write down? What's a good idea to for self care, and the more I thought about it, um, the more I was just kind of trying to find all these crazy and uh, creative ideas. But then I realized that sometimes the simple ones are the best ones. So I have been listening to a lot of music the last few days. What I mean by that, before I would just listen to music just going to work, but now I will do so more often. Thank you.